Hey Tiger Rock family, I just wanted to go through the speed breaker rules with you today with Mr. Simmons. I know some of you have been asking for it, and speed breakers this week, but for some of you that are still wondering about the rules and what it looks like, I just wanted to go through this video and kind of go into a little bit more detail. So first things first, speed breaker really is a little bit more simple than some of the other competitions that we do. It is not an easy competition by any stretch of the imagination. It's very tough physically on people that are doing it, but mentally, there's really only a few things that you have to watch out for. So I'm going to have Mr. Simmons here help me go through some of those things. So whenever we start, every student will start the same on this red dot. When I say go, he's going to run to the first board. Ready, set, go. When he gets to this first board, he can break it with whatever hand technique or elbow technique he wants. So he can do a palm hit, he can do a punch, he can do a hammer smash, he can do an elbow smash. Anything that he wants, anything goes, as long as it's not a kick. When he finishes that break, he's going to run and touch the cone. He has to touch the cone with his hand. If he comes over and just touches the cone with his foot, one of the judges might make him redo it. So you have to make sure you touch the cone with the hand every time. Next station over here, same thing, he's just going to break it with whatever he wants. Now on this one, let's say he hits it once and it doesn't break. He's going to get two chances. If he doesn't break it by the second try, now he has to do 3 alternating lunges. Now with the lunges, same thing, just to make sure that it's fair and nobody's trying to take any shortcuts. We want to make sure that your knee is coming all the way to the ground, touching the ground on all 3 of those lunges. Okay, so then he'll move on. Once his 3 lunges are finished, that counts as his break. He's going to go to the third station, same thing, break it with whatever he wants. Now, this is an interesting case here. If you knock the board off on your first try, you have to put it back on. There's going to be a lot of instructors, leadership members there, so some of the students sometimes think that they'll do it for them. We are not allowed to touch any of the boards. If the board falls off, you have to put it back on. Once you get it back on, then you go for your second attempt. Now, if you hit it on that second attempt and it falls off, you already did your 2 chances. Don't waste any time putting the board back on. Go ahead and just skip on to your lunges. And again, once you've done those 3 lunges, that counts as your break. You move on. Okay? He'll come over here. He'll break the last board. After that, now he's going to come and touch this cone. This is a really important part of the competition. Sometimes people break that last board, they're ready to get back to the beginning, and they forget the cone. We will have a designated person here, literally, that's just saying cone, 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 making sure that they go and touch it. Once he touches this cone, now he's going to make a tight circle as fast as he can back around to the beginning of the course. Once he touches this dot with his foot, this one he doesn't have to touch with his hand, he just has to pass it with his foot, then he starts the course again, and he goes through the same way for a full minute. Now, during that minute, a lot of these things are going to happen, right? Sometimes the board is going to fall off. Sometimes you're not going to break on your first try. This is going to be our 4th time now doing this event. I've never had one first place winner that didn't go through their course without making at least one mistake. So if your student's making mistakes in class or they're nervous about it, it's normal. It's just part of the course. It's a hard course. Whenever you go through it, you're going to miss boards. You're going to have times where you might forget to touch the cone. It's really going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes. And then in the end, the other big thing is who mentally can really push themselves to go when it gets to that 30-second mark, 45-second mark. Those last few seconds, that's usually when the champions really separate themselves from the pack because they push themselves harder, whereas some of the other people that maybe aren't mentally strong, they start to kind of waver in that time. So this is an awesome event. It's so much fun. We're going to actually have all the parents over here sitting in this area with the back protectors, kind of like we do for belt testing, and we make sure that they're all really engaged. Every time that someone breaks a board, we all count their boards. So we break that first one, we'll say 1. They break the second one, we'll all say 2. And it gets really dramatic. Again, kind of like I said, we never had one where no one made a mistake. We've never had one where we didn't have to do tiebreakers. We've never had one where it didn't come down to, a board or 2 in the final. So it's a lot of fun, not just to do the event, but as a parent, it's a lot of fun to come and watch and kind of see really good high-level competition in the academy. So we still have a few spots left. In the younger groups, honestly, the spots are, I think there's 3 spots left in the 10 or in the 8, 9, 2 spots left in the 4 to 7-year-old group, and then as you go up, there's a couple more spots in the older groups. But it will fill up within the next couple of days. So if you're interested, you have any questions before you want to sign up, reach out to myself or one of the other instructors, and we'll help you out with that. All right. So last thing that we're going to do here before we finish the video, I'm going to have Mr. Simmons go ahead and run through and kind of show you an example of what the course could look like just with a single run. Okay, you ready, sir?
Sure.
Ready, set, go! So of course, from that point on, he would continue to go through over and over again, getting as many breaks as he possibly can before that minute is up. Once everyone's gone for hands, we'll compile the scores, and then we'll go on to kicks. At the end of kicks, we'll combine those scores together. Whoever has the most breaks within their 2 minutes between the 2 different runs will be first place, second most will be second place, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching this video. Again, if anybody has any additional questions or concerns or anything about Speedbreaker, talk to me or one of the instructors. We'll see you there. Thanks.